And welcome to How Hard Can It Be? I'm Phil Murphy. That's Johnny Boy behind the camera. There he goes. And this is a Nauticus 27 foot. And so far we've made some really good progress. And guess what? We have a bulkhead. Voila! Play the music and then I'll talk more. As I said, welcome. It is episode 46, if I miss it off at the very beginning, which we think we did.
Yep.
Anyway, that's the first mistake, but you know what? That's what it's all about. So, we have a bulkhead in since you were last here. And I did this all on my own because, unfortunately, John and I, we weren't in the same place at the same time. So a little bit of work had to be done, and we are, both of us, busy at the moment doing other things and other projects. So this month is going to be rather a bit of hit and miss. So please bear with us because we may not be able to get them out every couple of weeks. But that doesn't mean to say that this boat won't be getting done, because it will. Because every bit of time I get, I'll be nipping down and doing a little bit more work. And as you will see in this episode, you'll see that I've not been slacking. No. So, important bit of something gone on here, and that is the final bit of the enclosed part of this boat, which is this bulkhead. All fiberglassed in, nice and straight. We've got a nice gap for the door. Obviously it's a bit difficult to get in and out at the moment, but hey, that's the way it is. We've also lost the light.
I don't know what from then.
It's just gone off.
No.
Is it on the timer?
I don't know.
But we're back on though, aren't we?
It may go again.
Okay.
But carry on.
We'll carry on. Yes. So, shall I just hold it like this?
No, just carry on.
Can I move now?
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this free framing's not easy. Anyway, there we go. So, yes, as I've been explaining, or I was about to explain, this is nice and plumb. Everything's nice and tough, straight. More importantly, the boat is now nice and rigid and strong. This, apart from me knocking that, is solid as a rock, which is what we want. So the next part of the process is I put some 9mm ply down, as you can see, to make it a nice, clean, flat surface, because the fiberglass underneath it does tend to go like that a bit, and I'm sure this will find its way as well. However, we're going to be putting the kitchen in, so we need to get it as nicely as flat as we possibly can without going too high, because we don't want to be doing this. No, we don't. So you can see the pipe work is now virtually complete. We need to get this unit in. So what I've done is, the last episode I said we were either going to make one or I was going to buy one, and I've gone and bought one. Yes, and the reason for that is because it was £149 for a unit and a smaller unit as a drawer unit, and I will show you those. Well, we've still got to complete them, but we'll show you those when we go down there, so just bear with. Sorry, did you?
No, I just thought we should go there.
Right, yes, right, okay. So we're going to go down there now, and then we're going to finish off what I was doing while you guys were watching other channels, and we will carry on. Panic attack averted, because I realised when I was making them, I forgot that this is now a fixture, and I thought, oh God, well, I'm going to get them in. But you'll see what I mean when we go down there. So we'll go down there. Right, welcome to the ground level. Am I on? Yes, I am on. Good. So, what does £149 get you in the UK on eBay? Well, I'll tell you what it gets you. It gets you an 800mm base unit, with a couple of doors even, and it gives you also a 400 drawer unit. Voila! Of which I have been busy making while John was turning up. So there you go. Now, I'll show you the colour I went for, right? It's cheap, I know, yes, and this isn't really a boaty type of thing, I know. But you know what? I've got more expensive things to buy, and you've just got to just jiggery pokery your money around, don't you? And I think this will be serviceable for what we want it for. And in a few years' time, if it collapses, I probably won't own the boat then anyway, because we would have moved on to bigger things. But that's another episode. I'm going to show you the colour of the door. So naturally it's going to be blending in with the rest. Oh! Well, shiver me sodding timbers.
Ah, nautical talk again. But I do agree, that's buggered things up a bit.
Well, it hasn't gone through, but can I fix it? The answer to that question is no, I can't.
Why don't you leave it up to the producer?
To do what?
Jiggery pokery.
With what?
I'll sort it.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what? You'll sort that out?
Yep.
We can carry on with the episode?
Carry on.
Right then. Okay.
Open the packet. Open the packet.
The broken one.
Yep.
This isn't entertainment, you know. Oh.
As if by magic.
Well, I can't portray I know how you did it, but it means that he has salvaged this episode. Marvellous.
Let's carry on.
Right, well, we have a grey door to match the grey interior, or some of the grey interior.
And the grey drawers.
And the grey drawers, yes, which aren't damaged because I already know that because I'm busy sorting them out, of which we need to fill this bit in, which you're going to see right now. Because I didn't think for 1 second you wanted to watch me putting a flat pack kitchen together. So I did that, and I've just got to finish it off. And I would have had that finished if it wasn't for the fact that John came a little bit earlier than I thought. So we will finish this off, and we will go aboard, and we will take these carcasses, put them aboard, and you will get an idea what that boat is going to look like. So I'm going to start over there and put some runners on those doors, drawers even, and an infill. I'm so pleased you got that. Well done you. Now, because it is a cheap kitchen, and let's be honest, it is, I'm using rather a lot of glue. And the reason for that is to make everything a little bit stiffer and give it that extra couple of hours life before it falls to pieces. So I'm just, everything is getting a bit of Gorilla Glue to help it. Indeed. So I've read all the instructions. Oh, more importantly, when you do get flat packs, definitely check that you've got every mortal thing that it says on the plans, because you don't want to be making it away and then all of a sudden you've got something that ain't there, which is what I did. I check everything before I even start, and then once you've found that you've got it all, marvellous, you can crack on. So we'll just put some screws in here.
Belt and braces.
Well, as I said, yeah, I put some Gorilla Glue and I've just gone that extra mile, and I glued that down. I've glued and screwed everything, so I've given it its maximum chance of survival in this boat. Okay, now that I've got this runner on, I'm just going to try one. See what it looks like. I don't think there's any order other than the... that one. It's alright, isn't it? That one's quite high. I just noticed that was quite difficult to get in. It obviously must go in. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Right. Okay. Right, that's one down. 3 to go.
Well, there's not much chance of that dropping out.
You're right. Trying to put it on and I haven't got the things on.
Put the run on first.
Jumping the gun. Right, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put these on and get the rest of the drawers done, and then we'll take it up there. Does that sound a better thing?
Yeah, great idea.
I think that's a bloody good idea.
See you up there.
See you up there.
See you later.
Right.
Here we go.
Right. So, these drawers are now completed. That's good. We ran out of rubbish screws and we've now moved on to stainless steel proper screws. And let me tell you, it's been a pleasure. Right, let's get this one in there just to show you what it looks like and to show us what it looks like. See if the drawers look all nicely lined up and look semi-professional.
Ooh, just peachy.
Peachy. That'll do. Right, that's great. So, we're not going to put the doors on that, of course, because we've got a bit of work to do in that. Getting the pipe work sorted, this, that and the other. That's something that we've got to sort out. But I think the most important thing now, John, is to get these two, get the midget out and get these two aboard. What do you think? That was too early.
Turn around and do that to it again then.
No. No, I'm going to make you suffer for that. I was going to say we'll have a cup of tea after we've got them on board, but you might have to wait now. Right. So, I am the one in front of the camera, not you. Right, I'm going to take these drawers out and then we are going to go all aboard. Far better than you do it. Right, my friends. So, we've got some carcasses. Well, one carcass and one full unit. What do you think? I think it looks quite good. What we've got to do now is we've still got these two tails that are here, and basically I'm going to have to put a couple of holes there which allows these two to come through there, and then we can flush fit this to this, and then this can be bolted to that, and then we can decide where these pipes are all going to fit around here, because as I said to you last time, I want to be able to open the door and switch off or do something there. So that is where the all the pipe work and joints are going to be there. It's not the best of items to be screwing to, because water and chipboard of course doesn't go together, but you know what? This kitchen has to be this way, so it's going to be what it's going to be. So that's going to be bolted to there. So I'm going to just put a couple of pilot holes in there, and then we're sort of going to try and slot this 800 unit onto the pipes and pull them through and flush fit it, and then we can then decide what we're going to do from there. You'll then be able to see exactly what we wanted to do. I can see it quite clearly, all the gubbins behind here, which is just about right. So I'm very pleased with that position. So I'm just going to whack a couple of holes in here.
I can see there's a bit of lifting coming on for me.
Yes, there is indeedy.
There you go.
I think if we lean it and then you're not having it like that.
Well, what I was going to do is pull it towards me that way a little bit.
Yeah, I think that you're absolutely right. Okay. Look at that. Perfecto.
Fantastico.
Fantastico. So there we have it. Pipes are in place. So they're going to be neatly put on there like so, with a junction, of course. And that's going to meet like so. And then if you can
just give me 1 second.
There you see everything in its glory. If you come round here and just see there, so imagine you need to get to the pump, etc. There you go, you've got everything at your fingertips. You can clearly see everything, whether it's the stop, the pump, you can disconnect stuff, even the pipes going up to the sink and everything. So everything is there that's accessible, and which is what we want. And there's, of course, there's an airflow going behind it as well, which is quite important. So there we are. So all we've got to do now is decide what kitchen top we're going to be putting on it, and then we can start thinking about putting a sink in, Jay.
Indeed.
So we get the top, cut it out, put the sink in, and then we start looking like we've got a kitchen. Of course, we've still got to do this yet, which I think is probably the next job. Also, of course, we've still got all this little lot to deal with. And I was debating whether those should fit in a nice cabinet here. What do you think? I know I've just sprung it on you, but I mean, I've got to put this lot somewhere. I was thinking it would go, you know, where we're going to be driving the boat from, here.
Are they going to switches?
They are going to switches, yeah. Now, are the switches better on the inside of a boat than the outside of a boat? Yes, they're in a cupboard on the outside, but it's not a very big cupboard.
And it's not secure.
Well, in what respect?
Well, that's ostensibly the outside of the boat. You want your switches on the inside.
Yeah, yeah. Are you thinking security-wise, or are you thinking water-wise?
Both.
Well, water-wise, he wouldn't get in because it would be sealed up. But I'm sort of half thinking, should we have a cabinet here with the circuitry all here so it's accessible? I'm not so sure. I don't know. I think there'd be too much going on if we had it in here next to the pump and everything, or even on here. I think it's just too much. But here, I think if the cabinet was made nicely, a lot better than my first attempt of that thing, maybe it would be all right there. I mean, as a rule, and originally there used to be a water heater here to heat the water, as in most boats they tend to be around this side. But you know, I've got plans for that to be on the outside, so maybe we should put it here. Or do we put it out there underneath where you can't see? You know, where we were talking about underneath that bit.
Yes.
We could have a full cupboard, sealed cupboard on the outside. I don't know. I'm just winging it at the moment. I don't actually know. Answers on the postcard for that, please. Anyway, you know, that's another story. I think, well, I'm not so sure what we do from here on in. I think I've got to start thinking about cutting this ply out and sorting that out, which I suppose we could do in another episode. It's not going to be a long one, this one, but it gives you an idea of what I've done. Unfortunately, we couldn't film this because we weren't about, so you know, some episodes aren't as involved as others, and this is one of them. So I think what we'll do is we'll close this one up.
Okay.
And we'll start a fresh one by doing that, and then once I've got this, we can have a bit more content in the next one. But as I said to you before, bear with us, because August, September and October are going to be difficult months for us to be able to smoothly run out one every week. So with that all said, thank you so much for watching. Please like and please subscribe, and of course we will see you in the next one, won't we, John?
We will do, with their boat pictures to Nauticus 27foot at mail.com.
Thank you, and bye for now.
Adios.